What's up? Annie's looking at her phone. Who's surprised? Not me.
You didn't give me time to finish reading this text message.
I said, Hannah, do sit.
Yeah, but you didn't. But I was clearly not done.
Well, finish.
Gotcha. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Hi, welcome back to the Ren Stumpy dumpster fire. I'm Ren.
I'm Annie. I don't like being called Stumpy. I'm gonna be so real with you.
You can call yourself Dumpster Fire. Ren and Dumpster Fire. Should we rename it?
No.
Okay.
Our fans are dumpies.
Yeah, that's true. Dumps.
They're the dumpsters.
The dumps. All of our many, many fans and bros. Annie, no crinkling that.
It was a one-time thing.
Anyway, what's up, guys?
I promise we're not fighting. We're just being annoying.
No, we're just being annoying. That's what you said. I just repeated what you said. We didn't really plan a lot today. What we decided is that we just wanted to, like, chat because it's been a while since we just
catching up.
Just did, like, a yap session. Curtis Connor made a funny joke on his podcast recently. He was talking about when you've talked too much and you're full yapacity, and I thought that was pretty funny.
That's nice.
And I was like, that sounds like a joke we would have made.
Okay,
full. Yeah, on today's my mic isn't working.
Lauren's mic isn't working. Is mine even working? Oh no, mine isn't working. Yours is working.
It's always yours.
Why?
Okay, it's working again. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that because we've had issues with Annie's mic.
Yeah, but we don't have to navigate to any other page today, so we can watch it.
No. And if I need to Google something or whatever, I'll just look on my phone. Anyway, we just wanted to, like, sort of chat. Well, there's a lot going on, I feel like, in the world, the pop culture world right now. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that we have opinions on that we want to talk about, and so we're gonna do that. Oh, fun fact, Annie and I just came from the mall. Actually, this is something we wanted to talk about today, kind of, so this relates back in. We were at H&M, and guess who we see? Guess who's jealous of Beyonce? Adele! No, we saw...
No, wait, it's backwards, isn't it? Guess who's jealous of Adele?
Oh, yeah.
Beyonce! There you go.
Yeah, how did we get that backwards?
You said it.
Well, but you went along with it.
Yeah, well, we saw one of the...
We saw Demi.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives girlies.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was with her husband, whose name I'm forgetting. I think it's Brett. I have news about them. So, apparently, we're kind of... If you guys don't know, so The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is a Hulu show that has gained, I feel like, a fair amount of popularity. You've probably heard about it. Like,
yeah.
People in Utah, however, are definitely talking about it because it's, based in Utah. It's about the Mormon church, kinda. And, anyway, Annie and I have some, like, connections to this show, which is weird because, like, we're from Utah, and, we were raised in the Mormon church. And it's weird how some of these people in the show we actually, like, have connections with. But anyway, Demi, one of the girls, we saw her at the mall today. With her husband, Brett. And I heard through the grapevine, I have a friend whose boss is like, her boss's sister is dating Brett's sister. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And according to Brett's sister, what she has been telling, like, my friend's boss, is that Demi and Brett are, like, probably splitting up. They're, like, getting divorced. But that will be for season 2. But, yeah. So we're kind of getting a little...
Inside look,
yeah.
Okay.
So we know what's going to be coming in season 2, potentially. But I sent that to my friend, and she sent it to her boss because she was like, that's actually funny. Like, my boss knows them. So, like, When my friend told me that they were probably, like, getting a divorce, I told her, like, wow, I can't think of anything. My brain's not working today, guys.
And I don't know the story, so I can't.
No, sorry. I was like, oh, that's interesting, because they were kind of PDAing a little hard. They were probably overcompensating. And the friend said, or the manager was like, I guarantee she's like, I guarantee that's the case. They know people recognize them now. And
Yeah, they're definitely not going to go out in Orem, Utah and not be recognized. So.
Yeah. And so they're kind of compensating a little bit because I think they don't want people to know.
That's awkward.
Until the show comes out. Healthy.
So cool.
But that's not the only relation we have.
A much bigger one. It's crazy. I can take the lead on this. I think I know the story a little bit better than you do because I got it more firsthand from Mom. I mean, I still don't know it that well. But basically, my mom actually decided to watch the show, which I think is kind of hilarious. What are you doing?
Sorry, keep talking.
Why are you looking in my underwear drawer?
I'm not. I dropped this in it, and I wanted to get it out. What is this?
It's dried up slime.
Okay. It was on top of your drawers.
Yeah, I know where it was.
And I picked it up, and it fell inside the drawer, so I had to go inside your underwear drawer to get it.
Around in my underwear
drawer. I wasn't. I was just getting the dried up chunk of slime that you left out.
This doesn't make me look good.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, sorry.
So my mom watched the show, and for a little bit of context, my dad is a doctor. He's a radiologist, so he knows, honestly, like most of the doctors in Utah, I swear. He's at least heard their names. And so the Afflecks, what are their names again?
Jen and Zach.
There's an episode where they go to, like, his parents' house, I think for, like, a baby blessing, right? I didn't actually watch the show.
Yeah,
also.
it's for Jen and Zach's baby. They bless the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And,
So you meet Zach's parents briefly in the show, and his dad is some sort of physician. I don't know exactly what he does.
I don't know either. Some sort of doctor, but whatever.
And so my mom asked my dad if she knew him, or if he knew him, because chances were pretty good that he did. And his response is, yeah, I know him. I know Dave Affleck. But not because he's a doctor, because my dad has gone to school with him and his wife since they were small children. Like, elementary through high school, he's known them, which is just so random.
Yeah.
Apparently, he DJ'd the 6th grade dance with Dave Affleck, so that's fun. Dave and Crystal, Zach's parents, were, like, high school sweethearts, too. And my dad, according to my dad, they are wonderful people. I'm just saying what I've heard.
My microphone stopped again. Or yours stopped again.
What is going on?
I don't know. Okay, sorry. Annie's mic started again.
Sorry.
Anyway, my parents are a little biased, though, so they say they're good people, but I don't know.
According to my dad, the wife especially is, like, one of the nicest people he's ever met. In fact, they're still Facebook friends. He's Facebook friends with these people, and she, like, commented on one of his posts recently. And Zach follows Dad on Strava.
What? He does?
Strava, I think most people don't know what Strava is.
It's actually pretty popular.
Like a social media thing for cyclists. Do other athletes
use
it too?
Yes, runners use it too.
Okay.
It's actually a pretty popular thing. Okay. I think most people will
I'm
know
not a
it,
part of that world, really, so I don't know.
Me neither, but I know other people use it. So.
But yeah, Zach follows my dad on Strava.
Well, yeah, and our dad does Lodija every year.
Which apparently Zach does too.
Yeah, and one year, I guess his first year doing it, his mom, Zach's mom, was like, hey, will you look out for Zach? And like, so my parents know Zach, which is funny.
They don't really know Zach. They only really know his parents.
But they have
only
that
dad
connection
does,
with him.
but yeah.
But it's kind of funny because I would say, hands down, he was the most hated person in the show.
And according
by the fans,
to, like, everyone in his personal life, it's so inaccurate to how he really is.
Yeah.
They
Everyone's
totally
going to say that.
villainized him in the editing, whatever. I personally think there's only so much that you can do with editing. It's totally possible they made him look even worse, but you can't deny that he's bad.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because I have watched the show, and a lot of the things that made him look bad were things that came directly from his own fucking mouth. So, like... Yeah.
So there's not much you can do there.
His problem. Like...
Yeah, and you can, like, literally see her phone and the text that he sent to her.
Word for word.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I don't need much editing to not be a fan of this guy.
I totally understand the maternal urge to defend your child who's being ripped to shreds
I get
by the entire nation.
I get why his parents want to, like, come to his defense, but at the end of the day...
Especially because they were apparently personally receiving a lot of hate because of him, which isn't quite fair. A lot of people are very different from their children.
Yeah.
And apparently his mom, like, deactivated her socials, which is kind of sad. But your son sucks. So.
Yeah, your son sucks.
It's only a little bit sad.
Your microphone stopped working.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have to cut this together in,
Should
like...
we just put yours in between us?
Maybe.
This is too much of a hassle.
Annie's microphone's not working today, so we're just going to... Let me make sure the audio is okay. Sorry, guys. This is not the most smooth podcast we've ever done.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let me see if I can hear us both just fine, though. We might have to turn up the mic volume or the... Hello? Hello, hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Just make sure you talk into it, I guess. Anyway, sorry, guys. The echo was on a little bit.
Oh.
So that's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a horrible episode. What's going on? Oh, God.
Wow. Well, oopsie. Sorry, guys. This is
not
going to
well.
be... This is a disaster.
Oh, this is so bad.
Anyway, we just thought that was kind of interesting that we have that connection to it. It's really weird to watch a reality TV show that is based in the state that you live in. Like, in the cities you live in.
I have not been able to bring myself to watch it yet because... It's just way too real. I know so many people in real life who are like these people, and it makes it feel so real.
Yeah, it feels like I went to high school with these girls, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I know people exactly like this. Mm-hmm. Like, I know this type, and it's a tough watch.
There's a very, very common complaint about this show is that they're, like, trying to make LDS people look bad. First of all, LDS people make themselves look bad. Anyways. But... And I will admit, for people who maybe don't know much about the Mormon Church, it's not a good sample of what most LDS people are like, what most Mormon people are like. But there is definitely a subgroup of Mormon people who are like this. This is a very real group of people. And it's not a small group of people.
No, it's not.
Like, it's a very real culture. And, like, it's... Like, none of this is fake, or, like, I mean, I'm sure a little bit of it is fake and exaggerated for the screen, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Anyway, I still think you should watch it, because I think there would be more to say about it eventually.
We can do a whole episode on it at some point after I watch it.
Maybe. Anyway, so we just thought that was, like, kind of interesting. And if any of our listeners are, like, from outside of Utah and have watched the show and want to ask us questions, we're happy to answer. You guys just need to email us. You never email us. No one ever emails us. You all hate us. You guys literally hate want us to die. So that sucks. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice.
Other things. We had a lot that we just have been complaining about together. Oh, we brought up the boba thing with Simu Liu.
Oh my
We talked about that together a little bit, but we, like, stopped ourselves.
We intentionally didn't.
We were like, wait, save it for the pod.
To say about it.
Because we actually had boba today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I don't even know what was in that.
It was very sugary and
so
sweet, so trendy and ethnical. Ethnical.
Oh my gosh. Like, who even knows what was in that stuff?
Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, if you don't know what we're referring to, there's this show called Dragon something. It's essentially...
It's basically Shark Tank.
Like Shark Tank. And one of the sharks on the show was Simu Liu. I don't know if he was, like, a guest
I think
for that episode, because I don't think he's, like, main
I've never
cast.
heard of this show
I've never heard of it before either, but Simu Liu was on it. And there were this couple from... Where were they even from? I don't know. They had a thick accent, but I couldn't tell where from. Yeah. The European sounded... Anyway. But this, like, European couple, I think, they... came on the show because they had this idea for a boba drink that they wanted to sell.
A canned boba
drink. And the way that they pitched it was just so tone deaf. Like,
so horrible. So
bad. Basically, the girl was just like, you know, you've heard of boba. It's just this trendy, sugary drink that you don't even know the contents of. And Simu Liu stopped her and was like, excuse me, I do know the contents. Like,
in fact, most of the time it's really straightforward and simple ingredients, actually.
And
it's usually just tea and milk.
Yeah, and just
boba pearls.
The way they advertised it was very wanting to westernize a distinctly Asian thing and act like because it's becoming westernized, it makes it better.
Yeah.
And it was, like, really... It was not... It was not good. It was
really bad. Like, and
it was awkward and weird.
None of the other people that they were, like, pitching it to said anything about it. Simu was the only one who had any issue with it.
He was, like, the only Asian one.
Because he was the only... I mean, I don't think you have to be Asian
to
realize the issue with this. But like, I would have reacted the same way.
It hit him in a personal way.
But he definitely had a personal connection to the issue with it. It was, oh my gosh. You guys should just go watch it, honestly.
Yeah, just look it up. Just look up Simulu Bobba. You'll find it.
Bobba. Oh, yeah, they spelled it B-O-B-B-A.
Yeah, they spelled it wrong.
100% just Bobba.
Bobba. Yeah, it was just a little, like, I don't know. It was not classy.
And they literally said, like, it's not, like, an ethnic thing anymore. It's for everyone. And I'm like, oh, dear. Ooh. That we're bordering on full-on racist now.
Definitely
what's
xenophobic.
Happening? Yeah, like...
Yeah, like, what's wrong with it being...
I think
from a different country.
Most
like,
ethnic foods are better than the foods we have in America.
Yes.
Like,
dude,
most of my favorite foods to eat are foods
Korean
from other countries.
Korean food is so damn good. It's not even funny. Good. I had naengmyeon for lunch, and it was delicious. And I was happy with every single bite.
We need to get jjajangmyeon.
Have you ever had tangsuyu?
Remind me what it is.
Fried pork.
No, you talk about it all the time.
Yeah. Ah, shit, man. Okay, you guys. Jjajangmyeon, very popular Korean food. I think there are some Korean foods that have just, like, become popularized in, like, Western countries. Like, you know... people eat kimchi more often in other countries than they used to, definitely.
Jjajangmyeon but I think should be way more popular.
Like, a lot of Korean ramens are very popular. Korean barbecue has become very popular. Bibimbap, you know. Jjajangmyeon is a noodle dish that I think has become fairly popular or not, like, popular, but, like, a more well-known amongst Korean dishes. You guys, next time you have jjajangmyeon, if you do, or if you've never had it, try it. You have to get it with tangsuyuk. So, in Korea, when you order... like jjajangmyeon, because it's very common to just like deliver it to your door. It's like a popular late night delivery thing. It's people always get it with tangsuyuk. It goes with tangsuyuk. It's like perfect. Tangsuyuk is a fried pork. It's like in a rice batter though, so the outsides are like this crispy like packing peanuts, but like better.
I know what you mean.
But like in a good way, in a really good greasy yummy way.
Really good.
Yes, and then it comes with like a sweet and sour sauce. In Korea, it's like a big debate, you know? Do you dip it in the sauce or do you pour the sauce over the fried pork? And it's like, it causes fights. Luckily, Nathan and I are both dippers, so we're both happy with that.
Okay.
But apparently, yeah, it'll like cause fights with people.
I feel like it feels like a very Korean thing for them to argue about things like that are like, they do not matter. Like, no. Like in America, we have things too, like pineapple on pizza, whatever. But I feel like they get really heated in Korea.
They get really heated about those little
like
minor
mint chocolate,
things.
Like mint chocolate is really, really divisive in Korea.
And
like,
it gets
very,
heated.
very divisive. Yeah. And they get passionate about
it. They get feisty. Which I think is just like funny because they do some things that I think would cause fights here. Like, do you think shrimp and almonds and sweet potato belong on pizza? That'd probably cause a fight in America.
Do you think garlic bread should be sweet? Would definitely cause a fight in America.
But in Korea, they're just like, no, this is the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I think it's kind of funny, but whatever.
No disrespect to the fact that they do.
No,
that.
I think it's kind of hilarious that they will like.
Yeah. They'll just debate
the way
anything.
you eat something is like such a big deal. It's like, do you eat it this way or this way? Because there's like two people do it very different ways. And tangsuyuk with the sauce is a big one.
They're very superstitious people, and like.
Yeah.
They believe there's meaning behind a lot of things that we don't see meaning in.
Nathan does not think he's superstitious, which I think is funny. Because I think from a Korean perspective, he's not very
superstitious. That's
but
true.
From my perspective, he very much is. Because Koreans are just a very superstitious people.
Yeah. But no, and they believe in a lot of meaning behind things that we don't really see. Like, blood types have a meaning for your personality. The way that you do everything is, like... an important part of your personality.
Your blood type to them is basically like your zodiac sign or your MBTI. It's like it means it's like a personality type. Might as well be, which is kind of interesting. But anyway,
enough about
like Korean stuff because we're not even Korean and we're like,
I know we're not the authorities.
Let us educate you. But my boyfriend is, and I've learned a lot from him, and I like sharing it. So, anyway, aside from the Bobba, which still is like gross. Did anyone like invest in it?
I don't know.
Is it
I didn't see how it ended.
Sell?
I don't know.
Because people,
it better not.
Those clips have been circulating enough, and people have been hating on it enough. I feel like there's no way it's going anywhere. If I ever see that company like on grocery shorts,
on the shelves in a grocery store.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. I'll just be pissed.
Fair.
But yeah, what's going on in your life? What's up with you these days? We didn't even talk about ourselves. We just jumped into like pop culture stuff.
Literally never have anything interesting going on. I never have anything interesting to say.
I feel like we do, but it's just like not stuff that we could talk about on a podcast because it's like personal family drama.
Yeah, we do have a lot of personal family drama, but it's a little bit too close.
Yeah, it's like, sorry guys.
Sometimes we'll talk about like our extended family, but we have closer stuff going on.
Yeah. So sorry guys, you don't get to know about that.
Sorry.
Or like I have like drama with my friends. It would be so cool to talk about, but I can't because I'm like a good person. I'm not gonna like talk about people on the podcast.
I can't talk about how much I hate Kendall, unfortunately.
Kendall will be listening to this, and also before we even upload this, we're probably going to tell her that you said that. Yeah. And I guess what Annie said about you today.
Just kidding. I love you, Kendall, so much. That sounded sarcastic.
That really did.
I really do love you, Kendall.
I made a big decision recently. Don't know if the dumpies care, but I decided to...
She's going off of drugs. She's gonna quit taking drugs.
I'm going sober. I'm gonna sober up, guys. I don't know if you've known this, but I've had a drug addiction for a really long time.
Yeah. Every single night. Same time every night.
I pop one pill every day at 6 p.m. And
you get so anxious if you miss it. It's not healthy.
And yeah, no, it's really healthy. If I miss it, like, I get really worried about it. It's birth control, guys. Yeah, I decided to stop taking it. And this is something I wanted to talk about because I know you haven't been watching this current season of Love is Blind, but it's a hot topic right now, and I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because it relates to my situation. So, if you guys have been watching Love is Blind, you know the situation with Ramses and Marissa.
Ramses,
yeah.
Okay. Like
Okay.
Ramesses?
Like Ramses, yeah, maybe he's Egyptian. No, he's not. He's, shit.
I don't care.
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
He's a Latino fella.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, if that was offensive.
He's a Latino
He
fella.
is, but I know they've talked about it, and I don't remember, and I feel bad. But anyways. So, at least I think he is. Or he's, like, half black. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But, anyway, the situation with their relationship is that, going into their marriage, Marissa wanted to talk about, like, you know, what they would do in terms of, like, contraception. Because they both agreed, like, they do want to have kids, but they would want to wait a few years. Like, they don't want kids right out the gate. So they said, like, in 3 to 5 years, they would have kids. And Marissa... Is her name Marissa or is there, like, something else? Gosh, guys, this is terrible, but I think it's Marissa. Anyway, I just can't remember any details. What?
I was supposed to get cat food while we were at the store.
Oh.
I forgot.
I
only have, like, a day left.
We're gonna have to go tomorrow. Okay, anyway.
Sorry.
Marissa basically said she doesn't want to take birth control for, like,
insanely valid.
A ton of reasons. There are a lot of reasons why a lot of women don't want to take it, because it's, like,
rough.
It's super rough on a lot of women's bodies, and... if you can avoid taking it, then, like, that's awesome, you know, because it sucks.
Yeah.
And I have been taking it for 3 years almost, and I am tired of it, and I don't want to do it anymore. I feel like it has had really, like, I feel like after, like, long term of being on it, it's just had effects on my body and my hormones and stuff that I'm just, like, I don't feel like myself recently, and it's been bothering me a lot, and I don't know if that is because of birth control. So maybe I'll go off of it and I won't feel any different, or maybe I'll feel worse. But I'm going to try, because I just don't want to anymore. And anyway, Marissa was saying she didn't want to take it. And Ramses basically told her that that was, like, selfish, because if he has to wear a condom...
Okay, get a vasectomy then,
But,
asshole.
yeah.
Not getting a vasectomy is selfish.
Dude, the thing with this guy is, like, the whole show has been very, like, super progressive, all about, like, all the social issues, like, you know, he has talked about, like, he's anti-military, he thinks billionaires are corrupt, he's, like, pro-women's rights and everything, like, and it feels very performative, because the second that these women's rights...
an actual issue comes up?
The second that it, like, inconveniences him, suddenly doesn't care. Like, I was like, dude, I just feel like... It was so annoying. Anyway, so he told her, like, he didn't want to wear condoms because it's not fair for him to not be able to enjoy sex.
Ugh, I'll kill him.
Yeah. And everyone was like, oh, so you're not a good guy. You just want people to think you are. So you just pretend to be, actually.
Gross.
Yeah.
Icky.
Anyway, icky. But it also just, like, it got in my head and it freaked me out, because I was like, is this, like, a thing that men think and feel? Like, I was scared because I had been thinking about...
Yes.
Yes, it is, clearly. It is a thing. But, like... I had been thinking about stopping it for a while, so then I got, like, scared. And, but I talked to Nathan about it last night. I asked him if he thought it was, like, a good idea for me to go off of it and, like, no questions. He was just like, if you don't want to, then, like, don't do it. And I was like, I love you. That was so easy.
What a king.
And I can't believe, like, watching
it's the bare minimum.
No, it is, but like...
That doesn't mean you're not allowed to be happy that he was respectable.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't want to... I'm not, like, praising him for not being a douche. Yeah. I'm more just, like, happy with myself for...
Finding a man
for finding a good one. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, I'm lucky that I've got one of the good ones. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, because I just can't believe they literally had, like, a whole argument, like, discussion about it, when I'm like, it should literally not even be a discussion. Yeah, no. If the girl says, oh, I don't want to take birth control, then it's like, okay, we'll find something else.
Absolutely.
Because it's literally 100% her decision if she does or doesn't.
And also, to be fair, it's also 100% his decision if he wants to wear a condom, but it's also her decision to say, I won't have sex with you if you don't wear a condom.
She said, well, actually, she told him, she's like, you don't have to, but that means that we need to, like, you know, take responsibility for the consequences of our actions. And if I do get pregnant, then we will decide to have a baby. Like, because if you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but we need to make sure that we're okay with the possibility of me getting pregnant. Yeah. And she was like, well, he was like, well, we don't want that either. We talked about 3 to 5 years. Now you're just, like, rushing in. That's not what we had agreed on. And it's like, dude, like, he won't take any accountability for that.
Literally, wearing a condom just means maybe sex is a little bit less pleasurable for you. Taking birth control has so many negative effects on women's health.
Pages
and you can't really
of side
predict
effects.
What side effects you're going to have and how bad it's going to be for you. Some women take it for years and years and they're totally fine. Yeah. But a lot of women are not that lucky.
I'm scared to go off of it, because going off of it is like just as scary. You, yeah. I keep hearing, I'm like terrified. I need to talk to my therapist about this, because I don't know why I have this fear. It's because, like, when I hear other people, like, things that happen to them, I immediately am like, this is going to happen to me. This is going to be my problem, and I'm so scared of it. And I've heard multiple women, when they talk about going off of birth control, they're like, oh, I broke up with my partner that I've been with for 6 years. Like, I didn't even love them anymore. Like, I lost, like, and I was like, I'm terrified of that.
I will say you probably don't have as much to be afraid of, because you're only on the mini pill anyway.
That is true.
So...
But there's, like, this fear. I'm like, what if I stop taking it and then Nathan somehow becomes, like, hideous to me?
I think
because my hormones change, and I'm like...
the estrogen is what usually messes with people more, and that's the one that you're missing in the mini pill.
That is definitely true, and that is good, because estrogen would really fuck me up.
I don't think you need to worry too much, but I understand your worry either way.
Yeah. So, and it hasn't... I felt like at first it wasn't really having an effect on me, but, like... I feel like it was a slow... I just have looked back, and, like, the last year, I would say, I've just been a lot worse than I was before with a lot of things that line up with being birth control. I'll just say that. But anyway, so wish me luck with that, guys. Today's the first day I'm not taking it.
Nice.
So I need to turn off my reminder every day. And I canceled my subscription. They sent it to me in the mail, and I canceled it.
Hold on. Sorry. What? You just made me remember I forgot to take my meds this morning.
Okay, Annie's going to take her meds. Sorry. And then when she gets back, we're going to talk about Beyonce.
Yes. Actually, can I talk about something before that?
Yeah.
Because you've been doing a lot of the talking, and honestly, I don't know a lot about the Beyonce situation.
Sorry, you're right. I have talked a lot.
Sorry, they also probably can't hear me right
now. No. Annie said that she wants to talk about something before we go into... Is it the Lunchly stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because there's something I don't think you know about it. It's crazy.
There was a... Oh, my God. I can't even remember. It was either Curtis, Drew, or Danny, and now I can't remember, and I feel bad. And one of those three. Sorry, guys. I know you're not the same people, but it was one of you. Made a video about it, actually, and about the Lunchly stuff. Mm-hmm. I think it was Danny. Shit. Sorry, guys. Sorry if you guys are listening. They're not.
I think it's fine. No, okay, so there's this new Lunchly. It's basically Lunchables, but Prime made it. It's like a collaboration with Mr. Beast and
Mr. Beast and Logan Paul and KSI.
Which is just a lovely group of guys.
Yeah.
But, no, I heard there's a dietitian that I follow on TikTok. I love her. I wish I could remember her name so I could give her a shout out, but no one listens to this anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No.
But she's one of my favorite dietitians on TikTok. She's very knowledgeable and, like, doesn't shame people, and I just like her. But she made a video about Lunchly. What is that face?
Nothing. Keep going.
Why do you look so confused?
Because I'm confused. Keep going.
What are you confused about?
I'll tell you later. Keep going.
But no, she was talking about this, and the Lunchly has a regular old Prime drink in it, right? Mm-hmm. And she was looking at the nutrition facts on the Prime. For the most part, it's like, wow, there are a lot of vitamins in this. More vitamins than most people need, but most of them you're just going to pee out if you have too much of them, so it's not that big of a deal.
It was Curtis, by the way, on his podcast.
One of the vitamins, though, that jumped out to her is the level of vitamin A in this drink. This is marketed towards children. And the level of vitamin A in the drink is very near the toxicity level for small children.
Well, Prime was already recalled once.
Yeah. For forever chemicals or lead or something. It is not
a healthy drink.
And
I don't know why they keep marketing it like it's
the vitamin A alone in that drink is almost the lethal toxicity dose for children. If they had 2 Primes in a day, they're donezo. That's way over the toxicity level for vitamin A for children. And this is being marketed towards children.
Yeah. And it's being marketed as upsetting. A healthier option for children too. Yeah.
It's very concerning.
No, Curtis talked about it on his podcast. Curtis Connor, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about. And it was just, I don't know. It's so dumb because they're not, what's the way to phrase it? These people are not health food influencers.
No.
Why are they even
it's not actually
doing
something
this?
that they know anything about.
I'm not saying that if your content is mainly about one thing, I'm not saying you can never branch out to other things.
No, if you don't have expertise in that area, you probably should avoid that area.
It's so clear that they're doing this to make a quick buck. They do not give a fuck about the health of the youth of America.
No.
It's so obviously not what this is about.
They would have been way more careful with the levels of everything they put in the drink.
They're not the people for that.
They're also I'm pretty sure all of them are bad people. So Logan Paul for sure.
There just don't seem to be a lot of ethics involved in this. Yeah. Have you heard KSI's new song?
I don't know anything about KSI.
Oh, I'm sure you've heard it.
I might have heard it.
No, you have. People keep making fun of it on TikTok and stuff. It's like to the king, to the ring, to the ring, to the I don't know the words.
I can't tell if you're just doing a bad rendition of it, or if I just don't know it.
It's not a bad rendition. I just don't know the lyrics.
Because that did not ring a bell whatsoever.
Oh, come on. It's, no. Oh, yeah.
I have not heard this.
Oh, people are clowning on it hard. Everyone's, doing the little... hand motion things with it. The
anime cosplayer hand motions.
Because that's what it sounds like. It's so bad.
Oh,
and it's another example of just why are you even branching out into this market? This isn't what you do. This isn't what you're about. It's just such a clear, trying to grab for attention and money and this just, I don't know.
It's like when random influencers decide to make music and it's...
Yeah, or when random influencers release a food. Why is that a thing that people do? And why do you have a food? I don't understand. If it's something that, Chamberlain Coffee, for example, I think is a good example of, it's something that Emma Chamberlain talked about on her, on her channel a lot. She, made coffees and went to places to get coffee a lot. And then she just decided to start a business. It's, a whole separate business from her channel just because it was something that she had a passion about. So she makes coffees and matchas and stuff because, that's fine. Yeah. But that's, when you're doing this kind of stuff where it's, you're not starting a company. You're just doing a random one-off to get money.
Yeah, you're just using your clout to make money off of something you don't know anything about.
Yeah, and that's, a just annoying, dumb thing.
So annoying.
I don't know. I can't say I don't understand why you would want to do it. I just think that my ethics personally are above that, and I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It's stupid.
Speaking of Curtis Connor, he uploaded a podcast a few days ago, and then quickly deleted it because his podcast was about Liam Payne and
it
kind
was
of
not very nice.
Tearing him down because Liam Payne pretty clearly was not the best guy. But if you guys don't know, he died 2-3 days ago. Which was crazy timing for Curtis. Sorry, Curtis. That sucks. That'd be so awkward.
Yeah,
to post that and then literally down. The next day he passes away. That's actually crazy.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, I saw somebody. They went to Barnes and Noble, and all of the One Direction CDs were 20% off. Like, 1/5.
That's
off.
Actually crazy.
And I'm assuming that was like a sale going on before.
Yeah.
Or something. I highly doubt they actually did that because he just died.
That's actually terrible.
I was like, I can't not laugh at that. That's
actually
awful.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah,
but that's
I know.
like terrible.
And they were like, Barnes and Noble, I think you need to explain yourself.
No, there have been a lot of people who pointed out. So someone had screenshotted. Luckily, I guess they had this screenshot. Like last week, someone selling this like Liam Payne like poster or whatever from like a CD, and it was like $2 because it's hella old and it's a CD no one cares about anymore, and it wasn't even the whole CD. It was literally just the poster that came with it, and now it's selling for like $700.
Oh my god.
And people are like, this is so
That's
crazy.
So
the fact that you're trying to make money off of this guy's death is actually crazy. Like, I know he wasn't a great guy. I know he definitely did a lot of shitty stuff.
I'm still not gonna be that disrespectful
but
to
like,
a dead guy.
But like, yeah, that's to just decide to capitalize off of his death is kind of insane, you guys.
Yeah, that's
like
wild.
that's a little far. Like, I mean, I don't know. I would understand upping your price a little bit because it does.
$700 is
it
wild,
does have
though.
more worth now, and for someone to come and get it for $2 is kind of like, hey, this was worth
I'd at
more
least,
than
like,
that. Like
take
then,
it down for a while.
yeah,
and
that's
then
what
put
I would
it
do.
up
I
again
think I would
later
like
at maybe a higher price.
Yeah, I'd unlist it for now.
Like, it's too soon.
Because yes, at this point, someone buying it from you for $2, they're lowballing you. Like, it is worth more than that. But
Yeah.
don't be that big.
But maybe
of a
give it
dick.
some time, dude.
Don't be that
Don't just
shitty. Come
immediately
on.
raise it to
But like a lot of
700.
people selling their One Direction stuff with like all 5 of them and stuff for so much money now.
All of the One Direction stuff is with all 5 of them.
Well, no. I mean, like you can have like a Harry poster or whatever. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And also no, it's not because Zayn left One Direction and then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I never was a fan of One Direction.
No,
like,
me neither.
This
I remember.
is kind of like I feel nothing about.
I
this
remember
situation.
the day that Zayn left One Direction though. Like you would have thought 9/11 happened because people came to the school the next day and like wouldn't even speak his name. It was just like, did you hear?
Oh my god.
Like it was like a huge deal.
I don't remember what year it was, but I was still in like.
I was in high school, so
I would think I was like maybe early junior high, late elementary school. So like I don't think anyone really cared.
No, but I was in high school at the time.
I wasn't really the generation to care
and
that much about One
so
Direction.
yeah, it would make more sense. It was closer to like around my age, but like no, people were like whispering about it, like they like it was such a big deal.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, did you hear? Did you hear what happened? Did you hear the news?
I mean, I'll be honest. When Wonho left Monsta X, I had a bit of a meltdown.
No,
that was rough.
When Ujin
When
left,
Ujin Stray Kids, like that was wild.
I
cried.
I don't care anymore. Fuck
I
that
don't
bitch.
but
But like I get
is still really sad
I
when
understand
Wonho
when
left
you're
Monsta
very
X.
involved
That was
in a
sad.
band that you really care about and it's like a big part of your life. You're heavily involved in the fandom and like the community with it. Like I get it.
Yeah, no,
I totally get
it.
Because I've been a fangirl plenty of times. You
if
know?
one of the members of TXT left right now, I'd still probably freak out. So
Well, like if Dan or Phil died, I wouldn't be okay for weeks.
No,
I'd be struggling. So
Yeah.
I understand the people who are looking back at the times when it was like a huge thing for them. It's a very nostalgic thing for them. I get that this
also
is crazy
finding out
and
that
hard.
one of your idols is not a very good person is
Also
hard. So
sucks.
that's something to be upset about, and then being upset that he died is like it's a lot
and it's like
of
all within 1
emotions.
week.
Yeah,
Because like a lot of the stuff that was coming to surface about him
was really recent.
You know, the messages that he sent to people, the stories that his ex was sharing about him, like that all happened just days before his passing. So it's like this weird whiplash of like if I suddenly found out, I'll use Dan and Phil as an example again. If I suddenly found out that like Dan was actually a terrible person who's been doing really upsetting manipulative stuff and had a really bad history, I would be like really upset. I'd be like, what the hell? Like I was such a big fan of these two people for so long and I dedicated so much of my like life to them and money and like time, and I'd be really upset. And then the next day he dies, I would not know how to feel. Like it would be Yeah.
Yeah.
So
speaking of Dan and Phil, they're in Utah like right now.
they're in Utah right now.
It's not fair. I'm so upset about it.
Well, I don't know. Probably if they're not in Utah right now, they will be. They will
be
soon. Probably.
Yeah.
They have a show here tomorrow.
No, one of my favorite artists performed in Salt Lake last Sunday, and I was so sad I couldn't go.
Dan and Phil
By the
have a
time I
show
realized they
tomorrow
were coming,
night.
it was sold out.
And I knew they were coming a while ago, but I just don't have the money.
Yeah.
And then
we get to see Michelle though.
Yeah,
Yay.
Michelle's my favorite band, and I get to see them. And also,
I'm
okay,
happy for Lauren.
So yeah, but be happy for me. And they uploaded they posted on Instagram their like tour list of like places, whatever thing.
Mm-hmm.
They like re-uploaded it with labels next to the things, you know, like sold out, low tickets, sold out, whatever. The one that we're going to, it didn't even say low tickets yet. So
oh my
it
gosh.
might be a real small show. And
That's
if you guys don't know, well, I know you guys don't know this, but they're performing at Kilby Court. And if you don't know Kilby Court, it is like the smallest venue. It's literally a 3-car garage.
It's not even low tickets.
It's a garage.
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah, and the I can't remember words. What do you stand on when you do a concert?
Stage?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Girl. Don't touch me.
The stage is like 6 inches off the ground. You just stand in front of them.
Oh my gosh.
It's so intimate.
Okay, I really need to get to know their music better, because I'm going to stand out if I don't, like, know them at all.
Yeah.
I need to, like, know the members' names and their music.
To be honest,
it's going to be bad if I don't.
This is bad, but I only know, like, 4 of the 6. I always forget the 2 guys' names.
Maybe we should study.
One of the guys, I think, is named Julian, but I don't remember which one.
Okay, well, this is going to be very up close and personal, because I feel like we need to know
the 2
that
guys in the group aren't as, like, main focus. Like, they're not singers so much, and I kind of just don't... They're not, like, dancing in, like, their music videos and stuff, too, because, like, all their songs they have, like, dances with and stuff, and the girls are just the ones who do the dances, and they sing. So, I know all the girls' names. I know all of them. But sorry to the guys.
Well, I gotta study.
You are a part of the band
go.
just as much, and I should respect you the same, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fake fan.
I know. I'm not. But,
it's like
yeah.
when fans of TXT don't care about Taehyun.
Okay.
I'll square up.
We're talking about really niche things, I think.
Yeah, sorry.
No one cares, but...
what else is interesting?
I don't know. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about Bobba. We talked about Liam Payne dying.
You wanted to talk about Beyonce.
Beyonce!
Thank you, Beyonce, for letting us record our podcast.
No, I just... All this stuff I know about Beyonce is just, like... It's all theories. I don't know anything that, like, concrete.
I don't even know really what the theories are.
So, basically, I'm sure you know about, like, the Diddy stuff going on.
Yes.
There are a lot of allegations with Diddy. I don't know when the, like, official court hearing about this whole thing, when a decision's going to be made
I've also
about
heard,
everything.
like, 500 different allegations. I don't even know what.
Yeah, just basically he would have insane sex parties that got up to not good stuff. And that's as far as I know. I've heard some details about the not good stuff.
In his house.
That, yeah. But yeah, anyway. So, the stuff with Beyonce is basically that there are allegations that Beyonce was involved with a lot of the stuff Diddy did. And, there have just been, I don't know, a lot of things coming to surface about how Beyonce has, like, this... I don't know, secret underground, like, control of, like, every celebrity in the music industry.
Beyonce.
And basically, like, she will get you killed. And the weird thing is, there have been, like, a strange number of coincidences where, like, someone did wrong Beyonce and then suddenly had, like, a terminal illness or suddenly died. It is a little weird. Like, when Beyonce was pregnant with Blue Ivy... Have you seen that clip of her pregnant belly just, like, folding in half like it was a fake belly?
No.
Yeah, she, like, sits down for this interview, and she sits down totally normal, like she's not pregnant, even though she's supposed to be, like, 7 months pregnant. She just, like plops down, basically. Not plops, but, like, she sits down like a normal person, which pregnant people don't do. And when she bends over to sit down, the belly, like, folds. And it's, like, not real. And everyone's like, wait, what? Apparently, this was a long time ago, obviously, because this is when she was pregnant with Blue Ivy, but... apparently Wendy Williams talked about it on her show when it happened, and then very soon after had dementia, and got dementia, and then, like, has never been the same mentally since.
Oh my gosh.
She talked about it, which is, like, obviously all allegations. I'm not saying Beyonce is actually responsible for any of this, but this has been one of the one of the examples anyway.
That's crazy.
And there are a lot of other people involved in this. Like, I wish I knew more details. I should have done more research on it because I've seen a lot of videos, but it's all... Right, like I said,
think that she, like, blackmailed Kanye into interrupting Taylor's speech?
No, here's the theory with Kanye, actually. A lot of people think that what Kanye did was to protect Taylor, because Taylor didn't thank Beyonce. So that's why you'll see... This is what the theories are. This is why you'll see people...
I don't really like the theory saying something positive about Kanye, but...
Well, no, but the theories are, like, this is why if you lose to Beyonce... Like, you have to mention her. You have to thank her or be like, I can't believe, I was up against someone as great as Beyonce. Like, and it happens all the time. That's like, crazy. People thank Beyonce for some reason all the time.
Yeah. No, I keep seeing in comment sections of, like, everything, people like, I'd like to thank Beyonce for letting me see this video.
Yeah, so that's become, like, a meme, like a joke, being like, don't forget to thank Beyonce. And then all these things, like, do you think Beyonce knows everything? Like... She'll be involved in, like, all kinds of stuff. There are a lot of memes with Beyonce, right? And whatever. But also I heard that she recently sent flowers to a lot of celebrities. And the theory with this one is that she sent flowers to those who know Beyonce was involved as a reminder that she still knows where they live. She has their address.
Oh my gosh. I'm kind of scared of Beyonce.
I know. Okay. She has, like, this terrifying power in the industry.
I mean, it is undeniable that she has a lot of control.
She does.
She has a lot of sway.
She has a ton of power.
So
I don't know if she's doing all these evil things with her power, like people are theorizing.
I think a lot of it is probably a stretch.
I think so, too. But I think it's interesting to read about.
To question whether or not major celebrities are good people is a good thing to do.
Like
for
I
sure.
said, there are, like, a lot of weird coincidences of people getting involved with, like, with Diddy too, like people that he dated, like I don't know if this is true because I can't remember exactly, but I heard some stories of people that he had dated in the past, his exes, that, like, if they broke up with him or, like, they wouldn't get back together with him or whatever, like, there are multiple that are dead now.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's, like, weird. And then there was one death. Oh, I'm trying to remember who it was. It was a blonde girl. I had heard the name before. She's a celebrity, but I don't remember her. I don't remember who it was. She passed away, and then the man who did the autopsy, so she had 2 autopsies done on her. The man who did the first autopsy died. And then they had to get another man to do the second autopsy. And there are theories that she was involved with, like, Diddy and, like, stuff, and that he had caused her death. And then the man who did the autopsy was going to be outing Diddy for being involved, and so they killed him, too. It's, like, crazy stuff. But, like I said, I haven't done a lot of research on this. I just get random videos on Instagram sometimes about it, and then I'm like, oh, that's weird, and I keep scrolling. So I can't remember people's names.
That's weird.
I can't remember people's names and details, so, like, don't take anything I'm saying too seriously. But, yeah.
That's wild.
A lot of weird stuff. But,
Damn.
Yeah, damn. Anyway. Oh, you know what else we could talk about? Who's the girl that's playing Elphaba?
Cynthia Erivo? Oh my gosh.
Her thing with the movie poster?
That was
talk about that.
Too much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the, like, official poster for Wicked came out recently. It's, like, it's copying that, like, the classic poster of Wicked that's, like, it's, like, the cartoony, not really. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just, like, the artwork for the... Just look it up. You probably know what I'm talking about.
It's Glinda whispering into Elphaba's ear. Yes. Elphaba has the classic red lip, little smirk going with the witch hat over her eyes.
And her eyes are covered, right?
Yeah.
So they recreated that, which makes total sense that they decided to recreate it. It's a very, very popular opinion that they didn't do a great job recreating it.
Yeah.
Ariana's hand placement is kind of weird. Elphaba's eyes aren't... Or Cynthia.
Well,
I don't know why I didn't use her name.
Cynthia claims it wasn't supposed to be a recreation. It was meant to just be an homage. So they did it differently. Yeah. They had Elphaba's character looking directly at the camera. People are also allowed to not like it very much.
Yeah. She was like, it was a very conscious decision for me to be looking straight at the camera, straight down the barrel, whatever. Like, someone made an edit of it to make it match the original poster a little bit better. They made Elphaba's lips red instead of green. They moved Glinda's hand so that it's in the correct placement of where it's supposed to be whispering into her ear. They just made it like, they covered Elphaba's eyes like they are in the poster. They just made it match a little bit better because, you know, it's a nostalgic poster for a lot of people. It was just meant to be a fun
fan edit because they're like, look, it looks like the classic playbill.
It literally, you know? Does not matter very much.
No, it doesn't. If someone took the Lion King movie that Disney made and they made it match the playbill for the Lion King musical, they'd be like, oh, cute, because you like Broadway. And you're just making it look like the Broadway one for fun. It
doesn't matter. But, I don't know.
She got really offended by it.
She got very, very upset about it. Like, she, for some reason, thought it was very, very disrespectful to her.
She said it was, like, one of the most disrespectful things she's ever seen.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like it, you can say that.
You don't have to like it.
It's an edit of you. You know, someone using your face, you're allowed to not like someone editing something of you. Yeah, always. But girl, that was a big reaction.
That was absolutely wild.
That was a lot.
I have a very hard time understanding why she's
most
so upset.
people feel the same as us. That they're like,
most of the comments are on our side.
Too much. Yeah. That was a little weird.
I have seen a few people say it's like, it's really disrespectful. Black women in this industry have already been disrespected and covered up so much.
I get
Covering
that.
up her eyes is so disrespectful. Making it so you can see her face less is so disrespectful.
But
like I swear, I promise to you, this person had no ill intentions.
No.
Like, there's
I
not
understand
a doubt in my mind that they had no bad intentions.
But it wasn't that they were covering her up. They were just like, I want to take these actors that were cast for it and make it look like the ones in the original, like, playbill. It's cute.
You could say the same thing about what they did to Glinda on the poster. They moved her hand to cover her face more. Like, I don't think that their intention was ever, I don't like Cynthia Erivo's eyes. They're ugly. I'm going to cover them with the hat. Like, no one was ever...
And I'm sorry that, like...
that was their intention.
I do feel bad for her in the sense that, like, this is clearly something that hurt her a lot for some reason. And people are being, like, dismissive of her feelings, but at the same time...
But I don't think it's fair to the person who made that edit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They didn't mean to hurt anybody.
I think that, like, the person who edited it was not trying to hurt her feelings, and they were made out to be, like, a villain because of her.
And it's not like Cynthia herself is the one
crazy.
who made and designed the poster. Like, no one ever probably thought that it would personally hurt her feelings.
No.
If the person who made the original poster decided that they were offended, I'd maybe understand that. If they said, oh, you didn't like my artwork enough, you thought it was bad, you had to change it. But maybe I'd understand that.
It's
but
just, like, weird. Like, girl.
I don't know why she took it so personally. I do feel bad that she was hurt by it. Like, I don't want to be totally mean to her.
No. Like, I don't want to be dismissive of people's feelings, but sometimes they just feel so much and for such confusing reasons.
Yeah.
And I don't know what
at the end of the day, I think
feel.
a lot of it really just comes from built-in anger that black women are always going to have, and that they justifiably have that anger built into them.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she's experienced a lot of legitimate issues like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I'm sure she has. So I think she probably is just fed up with all of that stuff, and it's less about the specific issue than it is about
it might have just been the cherry on top,
issue.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
My guess is it was just the cherry on top, but
it was a bit much.
It was a lot, for sure. I hope she doesn't get too much hate about it, but, like,
expressed her distaste for
it.
She
was meaner than she needed to
that's
be,
my
for
problem,
sure.
is that she came off just
she was so
mean.
nasty.
She was,
like,
she could have kindly expressed that it hurt her feelings without...
I think she just made herself look bad, honestly. I think that I feel bad.
She was kind of nasty and just, like, mean to the person who created it for no reason. I'm like, you don't know this person. You don't know their intentions. You don't know what they stand for. And you're treating them like they're a terrible
very
person
unlikely
because
that they had bad intentions.
Yeah. Anyway.
I understand it's nuanced and it's complicated. But
and just because someone didn't have bad intentions doesn't mean it doesn't ever hurt, right? But
good intentions does not mean your, like, actions couldn't have had negative effects on other people.
But it was just like I don't think anyone anticipated that reaction from her.
Yeah,
though.
no.
I think, like, anyone else would have looked at that image and just been like, oh, cute. They made it look like the playbill.
Yeah, I saw... the thing is, I saw the video of the person making that edit before I saw her reaction to it.
Really?
I had already seen it before, and I liked that video, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
I was like, oh, that's really cool that they made it look more like the original. That was literally the only thing that crossed my mind. I never thought, ugh, thank God I can't see Cynthia's eyes anymore. Like, I don't think anyone thought that.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird situation, but...
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about a lot of pop culture things today. Look at us. We're so, like, we're so on...
well-informed.
What do you say when something's, like, current? Like, it's so, it's a hot topic. It's so, Oh!
I don't know what you're going for. I'm sorry.
What's the word for something being
something
current.
Vicky something.
Like not modern. It's a better word than that. Come on. We're so topical.
We are so topical.
We're so topical
like
today.
A topical cream. An ointment, if you will.
No. You guys should watch Nobody Wants This on Netflix.
Oh, it's so good. You also should watch Agatha All Along, which is currently airing on Disney Plus. Very, very good.
So if you watch it, then Disney is legally allowed to kill your wife.
Yeah, that's true. So look out.
So
but
be
I use
careful
my
with
parents'
that
Disney
one.
Plus, so technically they're just allowed to kill my mom.
Yeah, so she's safe. Oh my god. Oh, I wonder if you guys don't know what we're talking about. Wow, we're so topical.
So
Actually,
topical.
This is a little old, but there was a situation where this woman in Disneyland, a couple, they were at Disneyland, and the woman had severe allergies, and they went to a restaurant, and she made those allergies known to the restaurant, but they weren't careful, and she ended up going into anaphylactic shock, and she did pass away, which is really, really sad. Yeah. Like, a horribly sad situation. And the husband was, like, actually really good about it, wasn't planning to, like, sue or press charges, just asked Disney if they would be willing to pay some of the medical debt that he was left with after she passed. He was actually very good about it, and they said that they're legally not responsible because this couple had a Disney Plus account, and it's in the, like, terms of service or whatever.
That they, like, can't sue.
They, like, legally can't take... If you have a Disney Plus account, you are not allowed to sue or take legal action against Disney for anything. Yeah. So he, like... So I guess he was planning to sue, but he wasn't asking for much. He was just like, I just want help with the medical bills. Like, I'm not even going to be crazy with this. I just want you guys to help me with this.
This situation's kind of giving class action lawsuit, I think.
It's crazy.
That's an insane thing that they can get away with.
Yeah, the fact that they got away with putting that into the terms. Anyways, so that's why I was saying if you watch Agatha All Along, then Disney can legally kill your wife. Which is crazy. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, because that's actually really sad for that guy. Really, really sad. But there have been a lot of jokes made about it, because making fun of Disney, because what a batshit thing, and like what a terrible, just insane.
Very upsetting.
Anyway, you guys have learned so much from us today, and so much of it was so topical, and
so topical.
So topical. What's your favorite tropical fruit?
Mangoes.
That's my least favorite tropical fruit. I know. That's my hot take. Is that I think
Lauren doesn't like mangoes.
They taste like carrots. Or like squash.
I think you maybe literally have never had a good mango.
They taste like squash or like carrots.
Because they shouldn't taste like squash or carrots.
You know what? I will say, Mia, my best friend, she loves mangoes. And one time she literally texted me and asked me if mangoes are a squash because she thinks they taste like squash. So she knows that mangoes are good, and she also agrees that they taste like squash.
That's really stupid, though.
No!
She thought it could actually be a squash.
No, I think maybe you just don't have... Well, it is stupid that she thought it was a squash. But I think that you just don't have as deep of a palate as I have. And there are flavors that you can't comprehend.
Leave a comment if you think mangoes taste like squash.
They do. They taste like carroty or squashy.
Okay.
Anyways, my favorite tropical fruit is a pineapple. Thank you for asking.
That's my least favorite. I don't like pineapple very much. The thing is, I don't like fresh pineapple because it hurts my mouth.
The feeling of pineapple, but you like the taste of pineapple.
The taste is okay. Yeah. I'll take a pineapple flavored thing.
Yeah.
Or like canned pineapple is okay because it loses that weird acidity that hurts your mouth. Love a pina colada. Cooked pineapple, I love pineapple on pizza.
I love mango flavored things. Mango candies are good.
I got a mango passion fruit juice that we're
like mango
tonight.
Like in juices and stuff I do like. Or even like a mango salsa.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I love a mango salsa.
Alright, we've recorded for a long time. And I think we've talked about a lot of random stuff. And it was all very topical and
so topical.
What's your song recommendation this weekend?
Topical by Topical.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Pick an actual song.
No, my song is Dive by Olivia Dean. It was on the season 3 Heartstopper soundtrack. Shout out to Heartstopper. Shout out to Joe Locke. Shout out to Kit Connor. They're the loves of my life, and I will literally marry Kit Connor now. But I will, actually.
You won't.
Fuck you.
Shout out to Alice Oseman.
I love Alice
Shout out
Oseman.
to the UK, except fuck your food.
Shout out to...
Oh, do you know what I learned? Thank you, Brittany Broski, for this one. Do you know what the Brits call... They call PEMDAS? Annie.
If you couldn't hear, I just farted. It was really gross sounding fart, too. No, what do they call PEMDAS?
Bodmas.
Bodmas.
What? They call brackets instead of parentheses. And then they call it orders instead of exponents. They call them orders. Like to the order of, I think is how they say it. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But it's orders. I don't know why they call it orders. So it's brackets, orders, and then division, multiplication, addition, subtraction.
Gross.
Bodmas.
Bodmas.
Fuck you.
Actually, when I was a kid, I learned it as GEMDAS, not PEMDAS.
Ew.
Because we learned it as groupings, not parentheses.
Ew.
Yeah.
But be real, they're parentheses. Use
but
the real word
any
for
kind
it.
of grouping can, like, does
I
the same
know.
thing. Brackets, whatever, they'll all do the same thing.
Ew, though.
But, yeah, I know.
But that's ugly.
I know. I'm telling you I didn't like it.
Bodmas is worse.
PEMDAS is better.
Bodmas is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
Okay,
bye
what's your
guys.
song?
Oh, yeah. Probably Michelle.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, they have good music, so, like, shut up. You know what? My song is Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae.
I was literally going to mention that, actually, because we were talking about how, like, influencers and those kind of people shouldn't just branch into industries they don't know anything about.
This song
I
is
hate
an exception.
the fact that I love that song.
This
it's
song
really good.
is an exception,
It's really good.
and I'm sorry because
Yeah.
I love this song, and I don't know why, but it just
It's
hits
rough,
for some
but it's
reason.
really
It
good.
just, like...
Maybe it's just because I heard Troye Sivan sing it once, and that changed me.
Yeah, Troy will... I'm mad that I'm not at the Sweat Tour right now, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just go kill myself. I'm missing Sweat Tour, and I'm missing Dana Phil's tour.
Did you know that Troye Sivan has Marfan?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why he looks like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it is why he's lanky and skinny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. How did I not know that? I know, like, everything about him.
Yeah.
Oh. I love your Troye Sivan. And also, you look great. I was joking.
No,
you look
he's
amazing.
one of the most attractive people
No,
on
you're
earth.
literally so
He's so hot.
handsome. It's, like, stupid.
Oh, he's so pretty.
Okay,
like, how is he real?
Well, guys, thank you for listening.
What?
But little wink. But you know how he used to do that at the end of his videos?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of mimicking, but poorly.
Troy, I miss when he was a YouTuber.
I'm glad he branched into music.
No,
actually.
well, he didn't branch into music. He started YouTube
to
to do music.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it took off. Anyways, bye guys. We love you. No, we don't. We don't know
hate
you. We
Stupid
hate most of you.
dumpster fire, stinky.
Suck
poopy.
my balls.
Suck mine too.